The saying always should have been, "Don't do drugs if you can help it." Sword of the Sea. What in the journey is this? Man, I remember the hype around Journey. I actually didn't really enjoy Journey at all. It was kind of pretentious. Beautiful sand, kind of like this game. Sparkly sand that showed off the PlayStation 3's capabilities. But as far as the game went, yeah, all right. Push W to win. Surf across magnificent waves of sand and glistening waters on an epic quest to restore a lost ocean from the visionary artist behind Abs. Speaking of pretense, bro. Visionary artist, it looks like every lo fi indie game. The Pathless and Journey. Oh, it is that game company. But it's not Giant Squid? Oh, just didn't want to be part of that game company anymore. Sword of the Sea is an atmospheric surfing adventure with fast movement inspired by classic skateboarding and snowboarding games. 1080 for the Nintendo 64. That was it, bro. That was the end of it. SSX was okay too. 19th of August from Giant Squid, self-published. They want 38.99 for it. Wow. Okay, I guess when you're a visionary artist, you can charge visionary prices for what, again, this looks like a press W to win sort of thing. Uh-huh. Awesome surfing and tricks. Carve your way forward on the ancient and powerful hover sword. Oh, you're riding on a sword? Which moves like a snowboard, skateboard, and surfboard all in one. And I hate to break it to you, those are kind of all the same thing. Well, build momentum to reach top speed and catch big air off the crests of giant waves. I didn't see any UI. So, like, what's the point of catching big air and doing tricks? Huh. I guess just to experience the thrill. A spiritual journey to unveil the sea. You are the wraith, resurrected on the desolate necropolis on a quest to unveil ancient sea. Okay, sure. I'm sure it's got just as much of a story as Journey. It was like a make up the story yourself sort of thing. A legacy of art, design, and music continues. Oh, God. Developed by the renowned indie team Giant Squid. Why don't you stroke your own cocks harder? Sword of the Sea features a unique artistic design of creative director Matt Nava and beautiful music composed by Austin Wintory, who actually won a Grammy for Journey's soundtrack, right? I think. Longtime creative partners. Wasn't that one of the first game composers to win a Grammy? Their works together continue include Blood is Good. Okay, I mean that's a huge price for what this is, bro. This should be a $10 at best. All right, House of Erndrus. The House of Erndrus. Okay, some outsider art. Is it first person? Explore. It's got some sort of filter on everything. Uh huh. Not sure what this is exactly. Welcome to the Afghan mansion. Don't ask why it's empty nor why the lights flicker. The more you ask, the more they'll want to answer. Find your father. If you hear voices, don't respond. The experiments are still inside. They know you entered, and they're eager to have you close. Came out on the 19th of August from Mixtopia Studios, self-published. They want 259 for it. There's a more reasonable pricing to go to go from almost 40 bucks to $3. Great. So there is a story. Do not speak to the experiments is the thing. So is it a like walk around and get spooked out by things sort of thing? In House of Indris, your stamina is limited. Push yourself too hard, you'll be in danger. Your flashlight is your only hope in the. Okay, so it's just that with like freaky art, and it looks Korean. So it's a Korean haunted mansion sort of thing. All right, exploration and curiosity are rewarded until you look the wrong way with the camera and something tries to trigger your heart condition. 80s inspired atmosphere. Is it? It draws heavily from the 80s, like what? Vintage radios, VHS style visual and sound effects. Why are we all doing this? I had this thing, I was looking at watching Gamescom yesterday and how much they're leveraging nostalgia. And I just have the feeling that the vast majority of game developers are in their 50s now and don't understand what young people really want or even the fundamentals of game design. They're just creatively bankrupt and they're just dredging the past vaults of successes and trying to resell them. There's just no innovation anymore. Now everything looks the damn same, and all these super high quality triple A Souls like games that just look dusty as fuck. Like, what is the dust filter that they're using? It's a fog function or something that makes everything look gray and washed out. I mean, I get enough of that from my regular perception of reality. I want the game to pop a little bit. I'll give it to the Sword of the Sea for doing that, but come on now. Anyways, Be the Hunter, House of Indris, I'm good. Stonehold. Okay, little tower defense sort of thing. Yeah, looks pretty basic to me. The user interface, they chose the default font and tells me everything. Stonehold is a 2D roguelite tower defense. Survive waves of enemies, upgrade your power in real time, and grow stronger after every run. Came out on the 30th of July from Alvaro Sanchez Pellicer, probably their first game. It is free, and it was a waste of my time to read all that. Dillo's Dilemma. There's a little Dillo. Oh, armadillo, I get it. You're an anthropomorphic armadillo. Because why not? Is it survival crafting? Well, of course, you can roll yourself into a ball. So, what do you create little ramps and stuff for you to do tricks off of? A little bit more creativity than Sword of the Sea happening here, at least. It does look very brown, though. Play as Dillo, a clever armadillo with pinball contraptions in this thrilling 3D physics collectathon. Roll through vivid, expansive worlds, conquer dynamic puzzles, and smash the Rat King's mighty forts. Rally your brave Firefly friends to overcome challenges and save the day. Came out on the 15th of August from Moonspice Games, self published. It's free. Why? Why is this free? Master Blinkos. Yeah, it's pinball. Okay, so it bumps you around. Probably a little frustrating there as an armadillo. Explore worlds. Explore two vast worlds and a vibrant hub. Save your friends and more. Momentum based movement, build and ride pinball contraptions that you make. Two expansive worlds, overworld forts to scout, plan, infiltrate, and destroy in your mission to save fireflies. Colorful, stylized world. Colorful? Again, it's got that dusty look. Like there's something about it. These people, we need a vibrancy filter on everything. I don't know what it is. Makes me want to install Reshade. Test your skills and complete your collection. Yeah, I'm curious enough to check this out, but I don't get why it's free. All right, throw it in the library. We'll check it out. Bap Bap. That's the name of the game. I wasn't just making that sound effect. It's Bap Bap. Man, what is Bap Bap? It's a hard top-down something brawler. MMO? Oh no, it's a roguelike. And I don't know what it is when the screen pops up. Something I feel like I'm getting punched in the throat. Just like that kind of off guard. You're sitting there having a nice conversation with somebody, and then for whatever reason they stand up and punch you in the throat, and you're like, and there it is. Okay. Bap Bap. Join Bap Bap, the roguelike party game where no two matches are ever the same. Round up your homies, pick a character, and build a giga unfair build that'll make them hate you, and then do it all over again. I really, really believe that roguelike and roguelite is the zombie AI of 2025 because there is no balanced game design behind it. It's just throw ever increasing powers at the player until you overwhelm everything. And you sort of the way you hook the player into progression is by making them die over and over again until they have a power level high enough to just blast through the game. There's game design itself is an art, and I think we're losing the respect for it. And that balance curve just doesn't exist anymore. It just doesn't matter, and kids are just fine with romping through this shit. I mean, I guess it's a thing now. This is again that old man yells at video game. It's the whole point of this channel. But good lord, I see it writ large, and to me, it's fine because it saves me the time of sitting down and playing any of this. Because I played Vampire Survivors when it came out. I was good. 19th of August from BAP HQ, self-published. It's free. Wow, what? Style on your enemies. Tight, free-flowing combat that will have you screaming for your mom to get the camera. Play as a duck, or a goldfish piloting a mech, or a Russian samurai, or ramen with legs. All right, well, at least they put their creativity into that. That's a shame. They've got all these creative characters, and then underlying it all is the same damn plumbing in every other game that's come out in the last 5 years. Master the environment, adapt to chaos, get those big plays. Welcome to Bap Bap, where logic goes to die. Well, hey, truth in advertising right there. Oh, what is this? Bap Bap is here to help you get that sweet hit of dopamine in this increasingly depressing world. So that's all it is. See, this is the kind of honesty we needed in World of Warcraft 20 years ago, so that you could recognize it for what it is. It's not a game, it's just a drug that'll help you forget for a minute. I was in a Discord the other day. I don't know why I was in the Discord or some reason I had to be there. It's so gross. I felt so filthy. I had to take a freaking 2 hour bath after being in there. And there was some guy in there claiming that he'd spent 4,000 hours playing on one character in a certain massively multiplayer online game and was planning to spend 4,000 more. And the game that he was talking about was looking great because it was primed to waste his time, and he's got lots of time to waste now. Who are these fucking people who just want to die? I mean, that's it. You just want to die, right? If you're talking about spending 4,000 hours just sitting there accomplishing nothing other than feeding your brain with dopamine, you want to die. College baseball dynasty builder. Oh my God, someone took the lowest level of effort possible for this. For people who like basic user interface, here you go. Read a book on human computer interface. Good God. Your wait for a college baseball game is over. Did I say baseball or basketball? Anyways, it doesn't matter. This could be anything. College baseball dynasty builder lets you take control of a college program, recruit top talent, manage your roster, and build a powerhouse over multiple seasons. Came out on the 11th of August from Rainy Studios, self-published. They want $32.50 for this, the same price as that award-winning, pretentious ass artist stroking his own cock wants for a sword surfing game. This didn't want. Hey, listen, it's a free market. You do what you want. I'm just here to laugh at you. Oh God, fun and interactive postseason system, competitive recruiting model with AI. I try to respect the player's time, and the simulation time is extremely fast. If you don't respect any aesthetics or any interest in visual presentation whatsoever, bro, use your imagination. I don't have any left. What the game isn't, there are no 3D graphics or play-by-play engine, so you'll not have the opportunity to call the hit and run on a 2-1 count in the sixth inning. I want to make that clear so I don't have anyone upset at me. I'm upset at you for just how fucking low effort the UI is. If you're going to make a game that has just a flat UI on it, brother, put some effort into it. I would love to have a system in place, but as the only person working on the game, here's the insecurity writ large. You were so insecure that you had to write this in your copy, but you're not insecure enough to not charge $32 for this shit. I had to make decisions on what could be done. No, you could have taken your time. You didn't have to shit it out after however many weeks of working on it. You could have taken more time. See, this is the thing too, is like as an indie, if you go full indie with no safety net, you're just under constant pressure to try to make it. And so you just stress yourself out by like, okay, I gotta release, I gotta put something out there, I gotta get and that ends up just destroying the quality of your product. Trust me, I know I did it 40 times. There is a box score for every game. You can see the breakdown on how, yeah, take your time, indies. Just take it, try it. Get a job at McDonald's for fuck's sakes. At some part time work that will put food on the table and make the game. And having that shitty part time job that's grinding you into oblivion will fuel your passion for creating the game. Trust me. Anyways, however, you'll not be able to watch the games live. I'm not going to watch this game. I'm going to watch this game die. Myth Scroll. All right, here we go again with the basic UI. It never changes. It just fills up with different text and different little pixely backgrounds. What spell do you want to cast? Cast Snow Cloud against the ghoul. The ghoul, the undead. Uh-huh. Okay. What was that game? There's a really classic, beautiful. Oh gosh, I wish I could remember the name of it. It's just jumping out of my head right now. Oh my God. It's so good, and it's all text-based like this with a UI. It's older. It's a fantasy-based thing where you try to manage a colony of people. Oh my God. Anyways, this is not it. Forge your story in this fantasy RPG where every choice, encounter, and stat check shapes your journey. Explore the world, equip powerful weapons, master spells, and survive dynamic, text-driven adventures with Dungeons and Dragons inspired character building, turn-based combat, and branching outcomes. Came out on 11th of August from Seedborn, self-published. They want $16.99 for it. The path is yours to write. Where will it lead? Customize, got skills and attributes. There's a morality system. Some decisions negatively impact your character's morality, such as choosing to rob a merchant or attacking a random commoner. Other decisions, such as choosing to help someone, completing certain quests, just being a good person, can increase your morality. 81 creatures to discover, explore an open world with 41 locations, 201 weapons, armor, and accessories to collect, 51 spells to learn, a turn based combat, 151 location based encounters, 41 jobs and quests, hand pixeled backgrounds. The game includes dozens of hand pixeled backgrounds. This is an immersive background setting option that allows you to toggle between having the full size pixel art backgrounds on or just having a clean and simple black background. Okay. Hey, you did your best. Congratulations, Seedborn. Good. I hope you make $1 million. The Wind and the Wisp. Oh, sorry, it's The Wind and the Wisp. Yeah, The Wind and the Wisp. All right, you're a little snowman or a shuttlecock looking for a badminton racket to call home. Like, what are we here? A 3D adventure game about blowing into the microphone. There you go. Join the wind, a non-corporeal petal breeze, and the wisp, a little white ghost with a red ribbon, on their journey to repair a mysterious broken garden. How does a garden break? Came out on the 11th of August from Lil Buddy Productions and USC Games. The student game, there it is, it's free. There is a soundtrack, an adventure game about two best friends, one who has passed away and awoken as a ghost in a mysterious broken garden, and one who is still alive and misses their friend dearly. Sounds like a little bit of trauma dumping here. The Wind and the Wisp is a story about love and loss. Is this loss? And seeks to build a sense of connection in the wake of loneliness. Good luck. Get off the discords, go outside, go talk to a real human. It's that easy. A lovable little ghost character, the wisp, blow into the microphone to trigger the wind. Okay, solve puzzles by blowing into the mic. All right, a beautiful world to explore with hidden interactions. I'm just curious about how they pulled off this blowing into the mic thing. Check it out. Students, you did it. Space Ace. This is not Space Ace. You now have to make a distinction between the real Space Ace, which was a Don Bluth fully animated cell animation game where you made a bunch of choices and watched Space Ace die over and over and over again. This was a game in the arcade that sucked away your quarters. See also Dragon's Lair. Excellent, excellent game for its time, even today, really. And this, whatever this is, Space Ace is a 2D top-down shooter that focuses on upgrading your ship to fight through levels of bosses and smaller enemies. Play with a keyboard and mouse or Xbox controller. Woo, huge features here. Came out on the 4th of July. Stand and salute. From Closed Bracket Studios, self-published. There's a demo and it's free. That's great. Like, try out different character classes such as the fighter, scout, and tank. Cater the difficulty to your skill level. Upgrade your ship with 35 unique upgrades. Find special power-up abilities. Switch between controlling your character. Okay. Track your in-game accomplishments with historical data on enemies killed, purchased upgrades, completed runs, and more. Save your runs, return to them later. This is somebody's first game. I need a filter for this. Steam, for the love of God. But there's no way to figure it out unless they self-declare. And most developers are not going to self-declare that this is my first attempt. It might not be. I mean, the enemies kind of look decent. Maybe this is their third or fourth attempt. There's a term in writing called your trunk writing. I mean, this is a bunch of writing that you do at the start to build the muscles up to do actual writing. And a truly accomplished writer will have a trunk full of manuscripts. Nowadays, it's a hard drive, but that they would never publish. And then later, they cannibalize that stuff for their actual products. And I think game developers could really, really benefit from just keeping a lot of this shit in the trunk instead of slopping it onto Steam just because you can. Psy Cutlery, and I will call you out every single damn time I think you've done that. All right, I'm not this pigtailed girl, but okay, some pigtailed girl, flat-chested. She's probably 12. Okay, all right, calm down. Wearing a frog costume. Nah, I ain't stopping you. This world could use a good conquering. They're all wearing weird frog costumes. Lillian the alien. She's got a giant fork All right, good. Looks like a great game for your little niece. Grab, throw, eat, and utterly wreck everything using a mind controlled spork in this quirky, story driven, console inspired platforming dramedy. With an emphasis on variety and a grand sense of adventure, Cy Cutlery offers a surprising full course meal despite all unassuming appearances. I think there's a lot of assumptions here. Luke Tarlow. Hey, Luke, why is this your protagonist, Luke? Do we need to have a talk? Do we need to look through your hard drive for certain files that the FBI might be interested in, Luke? Kudos on using your real name. We can find you now. Came out on the 8th of August and it was published by Freak Zone Games. You don't say, and it's free. Uh-huh. What are you doing, Luke? Self-reporting. It's like, I can't take it anymore. They got to come and catch me. I got to turn myself in. This is one. Maybe they'll get the hint. Some things to note. For best results, playing with a controller is recommended. Keyboard controls are supported but not preferred. But hey, options. Whatever you use, all controls are rebindable to custom user specifications. Note that this game, though more or less family friendly, may contain some scary parts and dark storytelling moments that might not be suitable for small children. Uh huh. Around a deck. Okay, here we go. Look at this. An actual explanation. Thank you, Gavin. Around a decade in development and it's free? Question mark, question mark? Yep. All I want is to share my work and keep enjoying my game development hobby without any of the stresses that come from the business side of things. Wow, an actual rational approach. My goodness. This is the full completed game. I would like to think of it having ample length and quality comparable to that of a commercial game. It's a completely original work, having been started between 2011 and 2012. That's back when I was just burning out from it. All characters, art, music, and so on are original to this project. The music was made with the help of me and a few friends, with most of the musical contributions coming from my friend John, aka DJ Yoshi Man, while everything else has been solo developed by me. Okay? Normally that's insecurity, but here it's explanatory. It's kind of interesting. There are absolutely no microtransactions or anything of that sort. Again, it's not really that much of a selling point. No catches to be found here. I just want to share my passion with all who might appreciate it. Your passion for some weird little girl. Okay, Luke, congrats and good job explaining everything, making me look like a complete asshole, but I am, so that's how it comes out. Um, yeah, great. There, it's there for you if you want it. Cy Cutlery. Strafe. And then we move from that into lo-fi, 3D, brightly lit. I don't know what this is. There don't seem to be any enemies, but it's some kind of first-person thing. Compete with players around the world in a fast-paced 3D platforming shooter. Race through a variety of handcrafted maps, shooting at targets with an arsenal of weapons, all to achieve the fastest time on the global leaderboard. Oh, it's kind of an aim trainer sort of thing. So the enemies are these red targets. Came out on the 11th of August from Pumped Software, self-published. It's free, okay. We're not going to get an explanation, though, I guarantee you. And more people should be like Luke, regardless of the content. Just explain why you're dumping your game for free on Steam. There are speedrunning leaderboards, weapons, and movement. You don't say. Players of the Source Engine games will be familiar with the strafe heavy movement system. Okay, I'm good. Seam Space Minesweeper. Okay, it's Minesweeper. And it floats in space. Great. This is the ultimate in creative bankruptcy. Take the game that was included with all Windows systems for decades and just to make your version of it. The classic Minesweeper experience launched into a 3D space environment because that's what people wanted. I was sitting there playing Minesweeper the other day saying, dang, I wish this was in 3D. Strategically reveal cells against a backdrop of stars and nebulae to beat your best times. Play the traditional beginner, intermediate, and expert difficulties, or take control and create your own board in the custom mode. Again, a game that an indie would make on their own to sort of experiment and figure out how it was done, and then you figured out how it was done, and you would really push it to the next level. See where Minesweeper as a design can be taken. Try to find its logical conclusion. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't just stop short of, oh, hey, I managed to replicate Minesweeper. Now I'll just slightly tilt it and put it against a space backdrop. No, that's a low-ass effort. 11th of August from Polynomial Games, self-published. Of course, it's free, and probably you AI, generative AI, made this copy because you see there's the emojis. No human being sits down and comes up with different emojis to put. No, nobody's doing this. Slick presentation and control slick. So slick I slid right off of it. Full analog gamepad support, classic difficulties, custom mode achievements, gameplay statistics, designed for Steam Deck. Ambient sci-fi soundtrack. There's different operating systems and totally free. No microtransactions, no strings attached except your time. And I'm done wasting your time. 18,587 games have been viewed. You have yourself a wonderful day.